I'm just gonna send out a couple messages really quick. Hello. This is just gonna be a short stream. Okay, so actually for my devlogs, I've been, well, for my last devlog, I used a time lapse, so I actually need to move space on the drive I was recording the saves to. So I need to move that around first. Nice desktop background. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the music just a little bit. I'm not sure how it is on your guys' end. Alright, so I need to delete all of my old screenshots from my last time lapse. I'm working off screen here because alright, delete those. That doesn't work. Alright, almost there. Music is good. It's GlitchX City. There's a link to her channel in the description. It's a bunch of mostly Nintendo remixes. Alright, so what am I going to work on? I don't know if you saw my last devlog, but I'm going to be working on the interior of the building, pretty much. I don't have a ton of time right now, but so I'm not sure how far I'm going to get. If I get far enough, I'll do transitions too. I'm setting up my time-lapse thing because I need this for my devlogs. Actually, I'm going to do 10 seconds. Alright. I think that's ready. I'm not sure if it's in the right directory though. Yeah, it's not. Hold on. There we go. Let's see if that's... Alright, so my time-lapse thing is working. It's probably the sim-lapse almost jinxed. What? Alright, so time to get to work here. I'm gonna have to pull out my drawing tablet for this one, I think. Just for looking nice, I'm just going to leave this running over here. Just gonna stand right here and leave this on my screen. Actually, no, I can't do that if I've got a straight full screen. You work with Pygame or what? Yeah, I use Pygame. You were about to say the house interior was simple. It is if you don't care about artwork. Where's this one? Here we go. Are you gonna do button to enter? Just make it so you can just walk in without button presses. Well, in platformers, that would be very annoying, because you have to be able to walk by the front of the building without entering. So yeah, there's going to be a button with it. Now, actually, for some of them, I think you'll just run to a hitbox and it'll teleport you to the next area, like going to the edge of the level or whatever. It's not quite levels. It's gonna be a little bit more open world than that, but yeah, for buildings though, you're gonna have to press a button. I like how YouTube's telling me I've got 2 viewers. Although I'm seeing something different than you guys. Alright. Time to... You're gonna hear a lot of noise while I pull my stuff out. A bunch of stuff getting in the way. Alright. Oh, apparently I left my drawing tablet on. You could add a table that can be interacted with and pushed in. Like, okay, I don't want to make a table that can be pushed. That would, but I have 19 tutorials. Is that what you're saying? But yeah, I'm planning on adding like a table, but being pushed probably not. Where did I come from? I'm from Florida. How long have I been working on this? Beginning of April, but I only do like a couple hours a week. Oh, those numbers. Oh, you guys are talking about the viewer count, not the number of tutorials I made. Okay. So I want to do some floors first. I'm gonna use this wood color. I need to make my canvas a bit bigger. So let's double the area here. How old am I? I'm 19. Oh boy, what? I'm not animating, so I think I can make this panel a bit smaller. How do I... Oh, okay. That's how you move around. How long have I been programming? Almost 7 years. 7 years in September. September 19th. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with a floor. You know, I was using Krita earlier for something. Say so. And I was trying to do this line thing for some reason. I was very confused as to why it wasn't working. I was a bit too used to A-Sprite. Alright, so this is gonna be the floor. So in the end, I'm gonna have just 4 tiles. Oh, yeah, with knowing this stuff, it's more about how long you've been doing it. Well, I would say how many hours you put into it, more so than how old you are. I mean, there's a point where your learning's not as effective. But once you're like a teenager, you can learn a lot. It's just a matter of time. I think I'm gonna grab this. Do I always use Pygame? Pretty much, yeah, although I might get into some other stuff for VR game development. I'm really not sure how big this is going to be. I'm thinking of just doing like the platforms and a back wall. I don't want to do like side walls really. So it's going to be back wall, platforms, and decorations. Which means, actually I need to draw out the basic tile shape here. Oh. This does not move my view, that moves the, okay. Oops. Gotta not do that again. Do I know C++ and SDL 2.0? I do not know SDL 2.0, but I do know a bit of C++. I've taken a class in that. I don't use it for anything though. Can you make a 3D game in Pygame? You technically can, I wouldn't recommend it. If you do, just use something like PyOpenGL or Sina or something else. Don't use Pygame. Am I going to make an enemy? Not for a while. What are you using to create the sprite sheet? This is a sprite. Hey, can you give me some tips? 17 now and 9 in programming game dev. I mean, the main tip is just practice. Okay, I need to make actually a tile that's... What is my tile size? I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've even drawn any tiles for this game. Everything else is just like not a tile. Does this thing say how big my thing is? So this is 1, right? So that's 1. So this would be... Okay, so my pixels are at 20. So I need to make a 20 pixel line. Actually, wait, I can just select 20 pixels, right? And then draw inside of it, I guess. Now I can just draw. So the platform starts at the top, so I can do that. I'm a little bit worried about a repeating pattern here in the floor. I could use multiple tiles, I guess. And actually, now that I think about it, the system's set up for that. It'll randomly place different ones. I just haven't used that feature yet. Alright. So that needs to be colored, but... I'm going to just mark the corners a bit here, so I can draw a border around it. Is there white anywhere? Yeah, I can use this white. I wonder if there's a button for the drag, so that I can... I don't know. Yeah, chances are I'm not going to be really writing code on the stream. I might use my level editor. Oh, that's a lot of messages. Is Ace Right worth buying? It depends on your financial situation, I guess. And, like, how into game dev you are. I mean, it's not much. It's pretty cheap. But the alternatives aren't super good. I made my own alternative because I couldn't find anything good. It's 1 AM in India. See ya. Can I die in the game yet? No. It's more of like a graphical demo. No, I have a legitimate copy of A-Sprite. Can I press space? Oh, that, okay. Thank you. Wait, $15 is on sale? I don't think that's on sale. I think I got it like for $7 or something because of some bigger sale. I don't know. Actually, that was the main color in it, this one. Yeah, A-Sprite's free if you compile it yourself. Are all my games through Pygame? Yeah, everyone I've released is Pygame. What's the name of this app? A-Sprite. Ah. I wanna kind of make this floor almost like a shelf. I don't know. So let's do that. And how many pixels is that? That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. It's a shelf now. So I need to copy this. What is it? Is it M? Okay. So Control C, Control V. Is it? Why doesn't it wanna? I guess I'm not pressing V hard enough. That's kind of what it feels like. I missed. Oh, that's an issue. I see a lot of messages out of the corner of my eye. This is... There we go. My goodness. It's usually $20. Okay. I got it for cheap then. I don't know what it was. I just saw it really cheap, so I bought it. Why am I superior? Practice, I guess. How much time per day do you spend working on your game? Well, I mean, it really varies. Game dev in general, I'll spend maybe a couple hours a week on average when I'm actually doing it. And then I go through phases where I'm not doing it, and then I'll have these phases like where, this happened for Super Potato Bruh and Drawn Down Abyss, where I would spend pretty much all my free time doing it, which was like actually as much as I've done as much as like 12-hour days and stuff like that. But when I was working on Super Potato Bruh and Drawn Down Abyss, it was an average of maybe 4 hours a day for a while. But nowadays, it's mostly just a couple hours here and there. Oh my... 1:30 a.m. here. I guess that's another India person. 2D for pixel art. Never heard of that. Actually, I may have, but I would stay here, but I'm watching Georgian MasterChef. New episode on TV right now. Okay. What do you think about Godot? I tried it a little bit. I've been planning on getting more into it, but like I'll use it for 3D stuff probably. You like my voice? That's the first time I've heard that. Someone tell me how I can make collisions. Okay. I have a video on collisions. Yeah. Okay, someone said that. What do you think about using Go? But you already asked that earlier. I answered that. Do you plan on simplifying your first Pygame tutorials, the ones with black and new character? Right. If you're having a hard time with my tutorials, it might be because you need more experience with Python. My tutorials, and I think I said this in the first one, are targeted towards people that have experience with Python, and then they're getting into Pygame. Because I go at a much faster pace than a lot of people in my tutorials. I'm working on a game with one of my friends. Where can I share it with you? Someone was talking about, and I'm interested in doing this possibly, me doing a video where I go over people's projects. But if I ever do that, I'm going to probably bring it up in my Discord server. Am I still working as a contractor? So, yes, but I also have a full-time job. I work in aerospace on rockets and stuff. Alright, so I need to trim these. These are actually going to need to stick out a bit, so... Alright. So, now I can get rid of this border, probably. Actually, no, I need one more. Oh, now that I think about it, because of the way these tiles work, they're rendered from the top left corner, so I don't even need all this empty space below. My tile set importer will fix that for me. Where's my Discord? It's in the description of all my videos. I don't have the link right now. Do I help with coding issues in my Discord server? Yes, there's a channel dedicated to that, and I mentioned that in all my videos. Do I major in aerospace engineering? No, I'm majoring in computer science, but everything around me is aerospace, so that's just what the jobs are. Alright, so I want a different style for the shading on this one here, so it doesn't look repetitive. Let's do this. So that's just another variant. I need to check some stuff really quick. My video on the overlay integration is great. Yeah, that was a fun topic. Working on fixing the max system? What? Okay, anyways, so now I need the background image, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do entirely here. So I need a 20 by 20 square drawing at least. I think I'll, not sure how I want to do this. I think it's gotta be the darker shade. Do I have an even darker shade anymore? No, I don't. So I gotta make a new shade. You stop creating games and you still watch my videos. Making games is fun though, so. What are the benefits of Pygame over game engines like Unity, or GameMaker City, or Godot? I can make things faster, because it's Python. Also, it works better with my own frameworks, which can further speed up my development compared to things like Unity. Also, just in general, if you're working on an engine, you're going to get less experience that's useful for normal computer science jobs. If you're working from the ground up, the experience is much more applicable to other things. I don't want to do this. It's kind of dark. I'm not sure how I feel about these colors. Can I like just go purple? Yeah, that's okay. So I'm gonna copy this and move that over here. So anyone have free art software for Linux? Wait, what's wrong with Krita? Wait, doesn't Krita support Linux? If it doesn't, just use GIMP. GIMP is like kind of made for Linux. Do you know what good coding practice looks like when making games, like where you place the objects in? Okay, so coding practice when making games, you kind of learn it from experience. It's not it's not quite like normal stuff in computer science when it comes to coding practices, because there's a trade-off between speed and nice code, and you have to know where to make that trade-off based on the scope of your game. So it really depends. So like for a lot of things it does make sense to use object-oriented programming, and other things it doesn't, if you're going as fast as possible. Also, if you're working with people, I would suggest leaning towards object-oriented programming. Have I heard of snakeware? No. My color taste is amazing. I was previously told my colors make people's eyes bleed, so because they were too vibrant. Okay. So yeah, these are going to be kind of, well, this is going to be a corner piece. Actually, I need to move this somewhere else. The interesting thing about doing bricks is that you have to be super careful to keep your stuff aligned. Actually, that's a bit too tall. move. There we go. So this is the top left piece, so I'm gonna bring it up here. Oh, I'm out of space. I'm a little bit lost. I think I've got space right here. Let's do that. I think I might be able to just flip this for the other side. Why? I keep selecting this wrong. Because my hand's shaking. Now, how do I flip? Select. Modify. Someone told me how to do this before, but I don't remember. So just F. Nope, that was not it. Control F? Nope, that's not it either. Oh, Snake wears... Oh. Yeah, actually I did see that. I think I saw that on the Pygame subreddit. I don't remember how to flip this around. Let's just do this. This is the dirty way. Alright, I think... I need to work on the steadiness of my hand. Oh, this needs to be moved now. We can go over here. Right click. That's how you flip. How do you right click with a tablet though? Let's see. It seems like something else. I am working on a tile set for the interior buildings. I'm probably going to tweak the colors on this back wall thing though. I think it's one more pixel. And then this one is just these two, so I can just do that. You guys are gonna get to see my sprite sheet tool in a bit here because it looks like I'm going to get this done pretty quick. I'm going to do a very basic interior first. You know, I haven't set up anything for level transitions yet, so I'm gonna have to update my level editor for that. Let's see. In a Wacom tablet, you can press the upper button on the pen. I've got custom bindings on mine. I don't even know what it is. Let's see. Hey, that's like, yeah, that is like right click, but that's still not what I'm looking for. But I do not have a Wacom though. This is, I don't even remember the brand. It's some Chinese brand. What is the software I'm using? A-Sprite. What site or tool are you using to make the cells? Yeah, okay, that's the same question. Alright. So that's the back wall and the centerpiece and the floors. So that's enough to do a basic level. So I'm going to save this. And gotta make sure it's actually there. Xpen. I've heard people talk about Xpen. I think I almost got one. Oh, the brand I've got is a Huon. That's what it was. So here's my thing. Okay, so I can just extract those. I'm not sure what the order is for my things typically. Whatever. Where is it? Spreadsheet gen. So it's gonna be I got my wire over my keyboard. Can't type. What was it called? Sketch export 2.png, I think. Nailed it. Okay. I don't remember what the key I need to press is. Hold on, I need to check. Actually, I forgot something important that I wanted to do. Let's zoom in. I could just do it like this. I wanted to kind of round off the corners here. There we go. Alright, so this one, this one, this one, and I still need to check what that key is. Keep forgetting my bindings. R. Okay. There we go. So, I don't need my... do that one, that one, that one. R. That one, that one, that one. R. Then that one, R. This one and this one. That one, that one. S, I think. Is it not S? Oh, no, it is. I'm gonna call it interior 0. Yeah, that generates the sprite sheet setup for the file. Well, for the tile set. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very basic interior. What's the pixel size of my characters in the game? I don't know. You can look at the pixels yourself. If you look at my devlogs, you can see the character, and you can just take a screenshot and measure the pixels. It's not that many. Do you believe it is possible to build a fighting game like Tekken Retro? I don't know what Tekken Retro is, but you can do a fighting game. Anyways, time for level editing. I'm gonna back this up. That's another level. Don't want to output over it. So, I don't know if you guys have seen the exterior of the building, but it's got a interesting shape to it. Oh, you know what I need? I need some platforms for the interior. Actually, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger than it appears on the outside. Oh yeah, I've got my flood fill. That'll be useful. Very useful. Unfortunately, I can't auto tile this because this isn't the same format as everything else. Music stopped. Okay, I think I can just press it. Oh, you know, I made a mistake. I believe the player is rendered on the negative second layer, so I actually need to remove those. So I'm gonna go. Oh, I need to write the config for these two. Actually, wait. I think it's just gonna be a. I think it's like right there that the other room is. It's like this, I think. It's a weird shaped building, but it's kind of cool. Okay, it's definitely wider than that. Let's go over there. Wait, these are not top tiles, these are bottom tiles. So that goes there. There we go. So this left tile here is going to need some custom rules because it sticks out by 1 pixel. Yeah, those background images are going to have to be a lot darker. Yes, I made the level editor. Isn't it easier to not leave spaces between tiles? I'm not sure what you're talking about. How big are my tiles? 20 by 20 pixels. What do you think Pygame needs for future thing? Running on mobile? I don't know, I haven't looked into it, but you can, it can be done on mobile. I just haven't looked into it, and I don't care to make games for mobile. Oh, so there's no, well, yeah, there's all that spacing between my tiles on my tile sheet because my tiles are different sizes, and I can't assume the size of the tile. I've got pixels that mark basically the corners, and I've got like the script that loads them scans for it, so I can have images of different sizes all over the place, and it'll load them properly. What's my opinion on tiled? I haven't used it. Will this stream be up on my channel or deleted when I end it? It'll be up on my channel, but it'll be unlisted. It'll be under my live streams playlist. So I think this is going to be what the interior looks like. But yeah, I need to make this darker. Actually, since I'm pretty much done with the main drawing, there really wasn't that much. I'm going to switch back to my main keyboard setup. Okay, so I should be able to just hit O. Yeah, okay. Just gonna call this House 0. And then I'm gonna have to go over here and do something about these tiles. These tiles are way too bright. This needs to be darker. Turn on the saturation as well. You don't want the things in the background to be too saturated, because otherwise they'll be distracting. The saturation is kind of what draws your eyes. Or just in general, contrast does, but it needs to be less saturated as well. For this game, I'm doing something a bit different than normal. Normally, I pay a lot of attention to palettes, and I'm just completely ignoring it now. I mean, like, sometimes I'll take the colors from other things, but for the most part, I'm ignoring it. Okay, so let's see how this looks. That's not what I meant to do. So I should be able to just... Where's that part where I loaded? There. So if I just do room, no, house 0. Okay, yeah, I definitely need to write the config for these things. So, I can call it interior 0. The JSON files are the configs. Oh, I have to manually... I forgot. By default, everything's... I have to specify each individual tile as... So there's going to be 9... 10. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's YX, so I get to go. That's 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So that's all of those, and then I still have to do that one platform, which is going to be 4, no, it's 5, 0. I think think it has to be offset. I'm not sure about this. I've got other things I can use as a reference. Tile offset. Will this be saved under videos later? No, it'll be unlisted, but in a playlist. So if you look on the playlist on my channel, it'll be there. Oh yeah, someone said that. Okay, I need to start reading for people answering other people's questions. Alright. So, only issue here is the very visible mountains in the background. This needs to be black. I'm going to do level type equals level name equals I need to write like a level manager object. I'm going to go through this whole thing and refactor it later, I think. So then over here I'm gonna do so I think, yeah, these 6 lines are for the background. So if level type is, I'm just gonna do map for now. I'm gonna prefix all my levels with the just kind of area later on. Well, I do need this one, I think. Some other things might use that. Else displayed fill. I don't want to do straight black, so I'm gonna grab another color. Okay. I forgot about that. Alright. Why am I not using Python or Visual Studio Code? I just got used to doing it like this. I'm used to the chaos. Oh. Ooh, that's an issue. I need to add invisible hitboxes. 1000 FPS as soon as I step inside. It's great. You're leaving now? Good night. So, okay, yeah, I need some border tiles. This is very clearly not same thing here. I think I need to... Oh! Actually, so it's straight up on top. There's no... I thought it was a bit lower, that top room. So I'm gonna have to redo that. I'm also gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna grab the invisible tile, at least. So that's just going to be, so, just gotta do that, and then next color is the cyan. It's 20 pixels. I'm gonna put my thumb on the screen here so I know where to place the pixel right there. It's 17 by 19. I went one too high. That's fine though. Because that one doesn't matter. Now I just do this, and I've got an invisible tile. This is different folder. My devlog assets folder. Call this invis 0. Now I need to copy this over to here, but I do need to make it visible for the level editor, so I'm gonna add just an I here. So I'm going to try to make this more like the building actually is in the game now, because that was clearly wrong what I was doing before. Something's not right. Oh, okay. Is it possible to make your Python project into an Android app? Yeah, like I've said before, I've seen people doing it, but I haven't looked into it. Alright, time to remove these. I'm gonna make this actually a little bit wider. Chop. That's not right. Actually, wait, no, let's go on this layer. I keep forgetting about layers, I don't know why. Alright. And then these go down here. This roof needs to be raised. It's actually probably not that wide. I want to get rid of the repeating floor pattern really quick. Alright, there we go. That's better. I'm gonna swap out some of these now, though. Here we go. So, save this. Delete that. Rename this to house 0. And we should be in the clear. I'm going to need to add a... Oh, I forgot to add the invisible tiles. Oops. So this is going to go there, up to here, here. Okay, that'll do it. Alright, yeah. Now I can't get through this wall, which is as intended. Alright. Let's see if I can get up here. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's a lot of messages here. Oh, that's a lot of messages. Is starting learning programming as a 12-year-old too early? No, that's when I started. Started at 9 or 10, huh? Yeah, I started, like, when I started, it was because of boredom, and I knew it was a thing, so I did. And I chose Python. Like, that was just kind of random chance I chose. If I had chosen any other language, I probably would have given up when I was 12. You got a Raspberry Pi? That actually happened to me too. Like, shortly after I started, someone gifted me a Raspberry Pi, which was cool. They got you a Raspberry Pi because it was cheap. Ooh, I actually almost did a game jam on a Raspberry Pi. I was prepared to do it, and then well, basically one of my computers was broken. So, yeah. Well, actually, yeah, one of the reasons I started with Pygame was because I couldn't run the game engines. My computers were too bad. Okay. So back to this. I'm gonna need to like add a door here. I'm not sure I wanna. I'll probably put the door on the back end right here, yeah. So for that I'm going to just image, I guess. I'm gonna add it here. Space. Imagine using MS Paint. I'm gonna copy this door frame here because I want the size of it. So now I just replace the these parts with black, and that'll become transparent. I can just render this over everything else. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go shortly here. Gonna add one more pixel to the bottom. Now I just gotta fill it with black. Add a yellow pixel. And then I gotta copy this over to my level editor's version. Gotta make the whole level. Where is it? Did I mess that up? Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Alright, so now I can just add this door frame, which I'm gonna put right, I think that's fair. Wait, no, it goes in maps. Okay, should have a door now. Here's a door. Oh, it's in front. Okay, so looks like I got the wrong layer. Let me fix that really quick. So looks like the player is on -2. So that's buildings. There we go. I have never been to a... Wait, I've been to programming competitions, but not like a hackathon. Anyways, I'm pretty much out of time right now, so I'm gonna end the stream here. I might stream again soon, I don't know. This video will be saved in my live streams playlist, but it won't be, look, it'll be on